Hi everyone. This week we have been looking at leadership styles and in particular focusing on two specific types of leadership style, those being autocratic and at the other end of the spectrum, democratic. And we've been widely discussing which one of these two leadership styles gets the best results. And there are two answers to that question, and so what we're going to do is unpack those two answers. So the first thing we need to consider when we look at which leadership style to adopt is the team's confidence level in the task that we're trying to achieve and the team's prior experience in the task that we're trying to achieve. Now, if we lay that onto this line here and we say that down here we have 0 confidence and up here we have maximum 10 out of 10 confidence and in the middle 5, we can clearly see that the lower the team's confidence or experience level in the task or their output that they're expected to achieve, the more you will have to adopt an autocratic leadership style. So an autocratic leadership style is very task orientated, low consultation with your team around the decision making process, and really the responsibility lies solely with you. So essentially, the lower the confidence level, the more the focus will be on you to make the decisions, so therefore you'll be operating in the autocratic zone. You won't consult very widely because there'll be not many people to consult with, and it'll be very task orientated. It will be around getting the job done and getting it done to the highest standard despite the lack of experience. As you move through team's experience in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve that week, that day, that month, you can then move to a more democratic leadership style. And in a more democratic leadership style, you consult widely and you have shared responsibility, and ultimately the focus is more on relational outputs, so getting the team working together, you working with the team, getting their buy-in to what you are doing, because they've already got a high level of understanding about what it is that you have to achieve. So when we're looking at leadership styles, the first thing is, right, autocratic, democratic will very much determine on, or be determined by rather, what it is and what experience level your team have. Now, the second thing that we need to consider is this big word, culture. And for me, this is massive. So what culture do you want to create? That's number one. But then which of these leadership styles over a longer period of time is going to help to develop that culture? Now, for me, a test of culture is if that leader steps away, the culture will dictate that the work still gets done, the standards are still maintained, the client relationships are maintained, the inter-team relationships are still maintained, and the standards of work are still maintained. And that for me is a test of culture. If that leader steps away, those things are maintained. And if we look back on the two areas being autocratic and democratic, and we ask ourselves over time which one of those leadership styles is going to mean that the culture is maintained, the culture that we've worked hard to build is maintained, even though I step away, it very clearly points to a democratic leadership style, a one where the team are highly involved in the decision making process. That means that you will get buy-in, you consult widely with the team, you meet regularly with the team, you review regularly with the team, you harvest feedback from the team, therefore they take their signals from you, they do that with each other, and over time you will build a positive culture by operating more towards this democratic zone.